Hertz and Palantir announcing a new partnership today. The car rental company will utilize Palantir's Foundry software to help manage its 500,000 car fleet. Joining us now, Palantir CEO Alex Karp and Hertz CEO Stephen Scherr. Gentlemen, welcome to both of you. Thank you for joining me. Stephen, you've been making a lot of deals since you've been CEO. A month ago, we had you on with Mary Barra and GM, and now with Palantir. What will this do for you?
Well, part of our success will be the partners that we keep, and we're super happy to keep Palantir as a partner. What this will do for us is we're a business that sits on an enormous amount of data, both about our cars, about our customers, and the like. And positioning those cars and managing those cars to their highest efficiency obviously brings, positive outcomes for the company and for our customers. Palantir and their Foundry platform enables us to take very different forms of data, whether it's data about our vehicles, data about the weather, data about airline schedules, take all of that, combine them in a way where we're not compelled to put them in a common form, and they give us output on which we can manage the company better.
Alex, it's good to have you on the show, and really interesting to learn about all the different ways that your software is being put to work. How did the Hertz connection come together?
Well, I mean, obviously, just from a purely data management perspective, it's one of the most interesting businesses in the world. You have this massive fleet of 500,000 cars. The cars are registered all over the U.S., which means re-registration and managing of the fleet becomes an asset allocation problem. Asset allocation problems that are also include regulation require essentially next-generation software. It makes use of both Foundry 1.0 and 2.0, so managing the data, getting it into one place, and also when you have like a world-class CEO, as they have at Hertz, being able to impose the decisions on the data. And there was just a lot of excitement. Steve is kind of a cool dude and very, very into both the operations and the visions of the business. And that makes a discussion around how it'll be implemented and implementing decisions just really, really exciting. And I believe that, they're going to be winners, both in the software industry and other industries, and people who can combine business acumen, management of very, very large data sets against time-sensitive decisions will win. And so it's just very cool to be in a partnership where I think we're going to win.
Well, Steve, a lot of love here. I mean, you've been building out the EV part of your fleet. How does this Foundry software help you do that?
Well, this is central to it. I mean, part of what we do is we have telematics and intelligence in the car. We know where the cars are and where they're moving. But we want to know and anticipate things about the car. We want to know how much charge is an electric vehicle coming into our location with, how much time are we going to need to put that car back up to a charge and put it out again. We need to know if brakes are going to, are in need of repair, commission those parts ahead of time, have them there so we can turn the car quickly. Understanding and knowing that data, digesting that data, I think is the core of what we're trying to do here. This is a unique intersection of software and hardware. And obviously, what Alex and his team at Palantir bring forward is an ability to take reams of information and consolidate it into a coherent package such that we can take action and action the data, that we're sitting on. And I think it's a super exciting opportunity, particularly around the electric vehicle, which is obviously the direction we're going in terms of taking our fleet to an electric fleet to the tune of about 25% by the end of 2024.
Alex, for Palantir, I've noticed that the Foundry software is being adopted by a number of transportation companies, not just Hertz. I think you have deals with United and Ferrari and Airbus. How big is this business going to get, and why is there such a good match here with some of these transport companies?
Well, first of all, this is what makes this partnership particularly interesting is that you just have this combination between things that Foundry has done in the past, like preventive maintenance, looking forward, cycle of life, predicting where an asset should be, with dramatic issues around registration and how vehicles are registered, and then moving to a more climate-friendly fleet, all of which requires both integrating the data and then being able to decide against the data. And these are very, very big steps.